Hello everyone, good morning. It's me again. I wanted to show you my analysis on all the pairs and the trades I've taken so far this week. So this is GBPJPY. You can see clearly. So this is the daily time frame. You can see we are on a good uptrend. Then we go to the 4 hour. I took this trade because I was looking for a break and retest on this level. I spoke about that in my previous videos on this level, and it came very nicely. That is why I took it. If you go to the 1 hour time frame, I just want to show my entry and how I entered. So I waited for it, then I saw this this bullish candle here. I didn't take the trade off the 1 hour time frame. I took it off the 15 minutes time frame, but I took it after I think 1 or 2 15 minutes candles. You can see after these 2 15 minutes candles, I took it on this third 15 minutes candle there. That is how I took this trade, and it is it's so up 1 hour already. It's a 1 to 3.7 hour trade. Let me put it there. 1 to 3.7 hour trade. So it makes a lot of sense. I'm going to take another trade if there's a break above and retest of this area here. I don't know if you can see it very well. There's a break above and retest of this area. I'm going to take another trade because it is actually starting to look like a head and shoulder pattern. But it also looks like a break and retest of this downward move. So there's a possibility that the price might come down back again. I might make another entry there. So let's check other pairs. On USD card, I actually don't trade USD card, but recently I was seeing this downtrend that makes a lot of sense. That's why I'm trading it. So this is USD card. I made some good amount of trades. I think 2 trades. One was a winner, one was a losing trade. So this is what I'm expecting on USD card right now. So if there's a bullish move to this area here, I'll be expecting to sell from this area down back to this place because it's a downtrend. I don't want to counter trend this one right now, but I'm only going to counter trend if I see a break and retest of this level here. But I'm not sure if I'm going to take the trade. So this is a head and shoulder pattern. If you can see, obviously head and shoulder pattern with a head, shoulder, retest, then drop. Then what I'm expecting on USD card right now is I'm expecting something like this is a Fibonacci level. I'm expecting for it to come up here to this level, then bounce off it for me to keep selling. Also, I'm also looking at this other entry here because it makes a lot of sense on the 4 hour time frame. Makes sense. So this is a trend line and has bounced off it 4 times. So I'm expecting if price fail to break past the trend line and past this resistance area, I'll be selling. But if you look on the 1 hour time frame, there's this one, which actually is not shown on the 4 hour time frame. So that's the only problem we're having. But if you can see very well, fine play this Fibonacci area. I'm just going to be waiting for the 0.5 and the 618. That is what I'm waiting for. But if price rejects of this trend line and this resistance again, I'm going to place in an entry, but that will be in the morning. As you can see, this is 4:16 in the morning, so that will be when I wake up. That was great, obviously. That is that for USD card. On BTC, I took a nice trade. Nothing much to see on the daily time frame. You can see there's an uptrend, right? There's an uptrend. On the 4 hour time frame, you can see now there is a counter trend. You can see this downtrend that is coming like this. This downtrend that is coming. So I took the trade off the bounce of that trend line. Then I saw a double top and I took the entry. I was supposed to take it from above here or around that place, but I wasn't on the charts as at that time. Let me check. I wasn't on the chart as at that time, so I had to enter late. If you can see, this was still early in the morning. You can see 7 o'clock on Monday 30th of June. That's when I entered. After 7. So I couldn't take the trade around there because it was still very early in the morning. I haven't woke up yet. So if you can see, it makes a lot of sense on the 1 hour time frame. So he actually broke past this support zone and is currently breaking this one. I think he's retracing a little bit. I'm expecting to come down more to around this area for me to close out this trade on BTC. It's a very, very fine looking trade. Actually, there's a lot of momentum here. There was a momentum in June, but now this new month, July, makes a lot of sense now. So if we go to USOIL, you can see what it's presenting. I took a trade. Actually, I think what's the word for it? I took a very early trade which I shouldn't have taken. So you can see USOIL on the 4 hour. I don't want to go to the higher time frame too much. You can see it's on a downtrend, right? It's on a downtrend. I took an early trade using this as my take profit level because price has rejected this place as support multiple times. You can see multiple times, so it's very, very stronger. I took a very early trade here, and I think maybe I don't know. I don't think it's because I stayed at the chart too much or too long, but that might seem to be the case. There was this tiny trend line here. I just took a break and retest, a small rejection. I took it, and I closed one of the bigger position. I closed it here, so I'm waiting for for more confirmation for me to take this sell. This sell is almost inevitable, but I don't want to be I don't want to be a one-sided guy in the market. There's a possibility that it might break above this area, retest it, and just keep going. You understand? But I'm actually looking to short this, and I've showed you why I use that as my TP level, because it just makes a lot of sense. You see, makes a lot of sense. So that is why that is my TP level. That's why that is my TP level. So which other one? I think we have GBPUSD. This is a trade that I just think that is just going to drop. I don't have so much confirmation to back it up, but if you can see, this uptrend has been going smooth for a while. I am expecting kind of like a retracement. I don't see GBPUSD just keep pushing up like that. I'm expecting a retracement. You can see the main uptrend. If we go to the 4 hour, you can see there's another uptrend inside the main uptrend. It's crazy. So here you can see clearly that this is a nice uptrend. Looks like a double top which has not formed completely, but I was thinking that maybe price will hit this resistance trend line before dropping. But I just think it's gonna drop anyways. I don't know when it's gonna drop, but I just feel like there's need for some sort of like a retracement. I'm not shorting if the market I'm not going to short if the market does not break and retest this key level, and it's a key level and it's a support zone. So I'm not going to short if the market does not break below there, just to be on the safer side. You understand? This should be about 100 or 150 or 200 pip move from here to, oh wow, it's almost 300 pips. Can you imagine, bro? That's crazy. So that is almost 300 pips. That's what I'm looking to gain. I just want to see a break and retest below. If there's no break and retest below, then I won't be taking this trade, just to be on the safer side. It looks like it's going to buy, but I just feel in my mind that it's going to short, right? So you can see here this trend line. It isn't the best, but it's the only one that makes a lot of sense. It isn't the best trend line, but it's the only one that makes a lot of sense. You won't want to be doing something like this on the chart. Something like this. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. This touch only 2 levels. This touch about 3 or 4 levels if you are counting this one. right? Touch like 3 or 4 levels. That's if you're counting this, right? So this makes a lot of sense. This makes a lot of sense. This is what I'm planning to. I don't know why this thing is kind of like red. I remove it from this. Hold on 1 minute, please. Okay, so that is what I have on GBPUSD. I'm planning to short. Why I can't long GU and long USDJPY is that these two pairs are negatively correlated pairs, right? I can't long one and short one. I can't long the both of them because they move in directly opposite ways, right? So you can see USD was going up before it started trending downwards, like from the beginning of the year. So this is the trade I took. I saw that since price came to hit this key level, it didn't actually come back down again. So it started creating higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So I was like, okay, since there are more higher lows and the chain line is in place, like look at bounce, 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 bounce. There's a possibility that it might bounce off here again because there's a breakout and retest of this level. So I was thinking that okay, since price come to this place, I should just take the buy, and ended up hitting my stop loss, coming to this level, rejecting of it and going back up, which I am sure, I'm certain that it's going to keep going up again. On the 1 hour time frame, you can see how I made my entry after these rejections here. After these rejections here, I took the entry around here with almost 80 pips, kind of like take profit level. Makes a lot of sense. Then took me out after some days, but let's see how it's going to be. I don't know, I need help. I need to refine my strategy more because I don't be the kind of guy that will be stuck on a trade for days. I want to be intraday and kind of like a intraday and day trader, not a swing trader. This is a swing trade, of course, but I have some nice day trades that I took once in a while. But I want it to be more of like day trades and swing trades. I don't have fear in holding swing trades, but I just feel like I just like closing that trade in just one day, except it's a very, very long swing on something like Bitcoin or GBPUSD. Apart from that, I want to be closing my daily profit a big. So this is a downtrend, right, on US dollar index. It's a downtrend 4 hour time frame. There's nothing much to see here because it's basically the same thing. I'm looking to buy. If the market breaks above this trend line and above this resistance, retest it, then I'll buy. Then I was thinking to sell once the market break past this consolidation, which it actually did. So that is that for that. Thank you very much. I just want to show you what I'm expecting today. I think so. Today is Wednesday 7th of July. Sorry, what am I saying? The 2nd of July. July is the 7th month. So July 2nd, 2025 is 4:32. What am I saying? I don't know, I feel like I'm sleepy or something. This is 4:23 a.m. Thank you very much. These are my analysis. God bless you.